Mod 4s of WISSOTA. Got a lot of cars in the pits, 117 in the pits tonight here at Ogilvie as we go green flag racing. Chad Front, car number 21, your early leader at the end of that first lap out of tonight's heat number 1 in the Mod 4s. Chad Fudd starts to stretch out that front spot in the 21 car. 8 laps the distance tonight in our heat races. Lots of heat race action coming your way on night number 1 of 2. 2 complete shows this weekend at Ogilvie as part of the Harvest Cup number 6. You're here tonight. We're glad to have you in the stands tonight enjoying the races as Chad Fudd continues to lead. 00T Keith Sell getting ready to put a move on Gilbert in the 32 car. Out of the base of turn number 2, you find Keith Sell moving the 00T forward into the top 2. Gilliard 32 is next to 9 of Ross Mead and Rodiger in 23. In that order, we got the flags crossed right now, yellow and green. We're halfway. At the halfway markers, it is all Chad Funt in the 21 car, your leader from the get-go in our first out of 2 tonight in the Mod 4s. Past the halfway point, Chad Funt continues to lead, but the gap getting a lot closer. As you can see, the 00T of Keith Sell closing it up as the last few laps go. In fact, we're flying green 2 more times around Ogilvie Raceway on the final 2 laps. The gap between first and second gets closer and closer. We'll see how it all pans out in the next lap and a little bit more as we're ready to go to the white flag. Side by side, they come out of the 4th corner with 1 to go. Chad Funt on the final lap, your race-long leader, all of a sudden sees the 00T going into the race lead down in turn 3. Is he going to stick it out of turn 4? The final corner, checkered flag is out and up. Now down for your winner, Keith Fell in 00T. Fell just barely beats out in the black 29 on the outside. You're defending WISSOTA national champion Kyle Fell out of Foley in 00, and Brainerd's Nick Gelasi in 11, and we go green. Second and final heat race in the Mod 4s taking the green flag as we are underway and racing with Matt Halls, the 5E car. Your pole sitter breaking out to the early lead. 3, Lindquist is next, but hot on the trail, the 00 car. The defending WISSOTA national champion in the Mod 4s, Kyle Fell, sits in that 3rd spot, trailering right behind Lindquist in 3. 29, Mayowski and Gelasi in car number 11 as they work their way out of the final corner. Your leader in 5E, Matt Halls. Halls out in front in the final heat race tonight for Mod 4s. We've got 2 coming your way in the street stocks as they start assembling in the staging area right now at Ogilvie. Halls just about at the halfway markers. We can look for them to fly, I believe, next time by. But Halls starts to stretch things out. The battle for 2 and 3 still going on. The 3 car, Brandon Lindquist in second, trying to close that gap and doing it in turn number 3. It's the 00 of Kyle Fell. You see the flags crossed. We're halfway. Matt Halls 5 from the beginning at the halfway point. Side by side, they head down the back straightaway. They're going to drag it into turn 3. 00 Kyle Fell now pulling into the advantage, working his way into the top 2 spots. Fell followed by Lindquist in 3, who had been battling for about 5 laps in the 3 car for that 2nd and 3rd spots. Fell taking it over on the last time around the track. We're ready to go to the flying green, this time by Matt Halls 5E. He's going to see it. He's got 2 to go. The flying green, 2 laps remaining. He's going to work his way around the final corner, looking for that white flag. He sees it right now. Almost gets blinded by the sun, I'm sure, but the 5E takes the white flag. 1 more trip around Ogilvie Raceway tonight in our final heat for the Mod 4s. 00 Kyle Fell taking over that 2nd spot a couple laps ago. Now definitely in a solid number 2 as they work their way to the checkered flag. It's up in the air. It'll fly. It's Matt Halls in 5E. 0-0. Kyle Fell finishes runner-up. 3. Lindquist is next. Good battle for 4 and 5. They come to the stripe. 29. Mayowski in 3. Row 2. Matt Halls from Big Lake in 5E. Andy Mayowski out of Wheat Park in 29. Row 3. It's St. Cloud's Dwight Gilliard in 32. Foley, Keith Sell in 0-0T. And row 4. Kyle Fell. Chad Front 21. 23. Trevor Rodiger. And Greenfield with Nick Jones in car 11. Feature takes the green. We're going 15 laps tonight. Out of corner number 4, your early leader, you'll find Brandon Lindquist in 3. Lindquist chased to the start-finish line. Ross Mead in 9. 29, Andy Mayowski, 5E of Matt Halls. Here comes the 0-0T. That's Keith Sell in the next spot in position 5. 21, Chad Funt in the 6th spot as they roll him on by with 3. Brandon Lindquist is your leader. 15 laps in distance this evening. Mayowski 29, trailing right behind him. You'll find Matt Halls in 5E. 0-0T. Keith Sell has moved into the top 4 as he cleared the front end of Ross Mead's number 9 car, who now sits 5th. 0-0. Kyle Fell has moved that car into the 6th spot. The defending WISSOTA national champion in position number 6. 21, Chad Funt, Dwight Gilliard 32, Rodiger 23, and Jalossi in 11 as the 3 car driven tonight by Brandon Lindquist continues to lead this one. 5E Halls now has pushed his way into the top 2. Halls with Keith Sell, 0-0T in tow, about 4 car lengths behind 29, Mayowski. They're side by side in turn 3. Mayowski now in the 4th spot, 0-0. Kyle Fell in that 5th position as we go by 15 laps tonight for Mod 4s. Started outside row 1, has never looked back to this point, but he's got a long ways yet to go. We're putting down a lap number 5. The way it sits right now out of 15, Halls trying to close that gap. In fact, he's doing so in a 5E car. Halls is second. The Fell brothers battling for positions 3 and 4. Keith in 0-0T is Kyle, the defending WISSOTA national champion in the Mod 4 division, in that 4th spot. 29 Mayowski in 5th and Funt 21 in the 6th spot as we work our way back to the leaders. 3, Brandon Lindquist out front, but here comes Matt Halls. He's closing that gap. You can see the 5E car trying to charge up towards this front spot. The flags are crossed. Right now you see it. We're halfway. Lindquist out front, sees the markers go by. 5E Halls about 4 car lengths behind. 0-0T, Keith Sell and Kyle Fell running in the top 4 as we kick it on past the halfway markers. Lindquist out front, but like we have been seeing, that gap going from a little of none to about 3 car lengths and maybe 4 as Halls tries to close that gap once again in turn 3. He's rolling the 5E car forward, trying to get to the lower groove. Gonna make it right behind your leader, Lindquist in 3. Kyle Fell going to work on Keith. The brother battle headed down the back straightaway. The Fell brothers side by side as they work on it in turn 3. 0-0 down to the low side. Kyle Fell, Keith on the higher side in the black number 0-0T as the front 2 spots still really close between Lindquist and Halls. The closest battle on the track and the best one going on lap after lap right now is Kyle Fell and brother Keith on the outside in 0-0T. Less than a handful left to go in this 15-lap event tonight for the Mod 4s. 3, Brandon Lindquist, your leader up to this point. Gonna bring it on by the flag stand. 5E Matt Halls chasing them down once again as they come by the flying green 2 times to go. With 2 laps remaining, the best battle on the track now for 1 and 2. As Halls following about 3 car lengths behind the 3 Lindquist. 0-0, Kyle Fell has moved into a solid 3rd with Keith in 0-0T in that 4th position. White flag up. We've got 1 more lap to go. On the final lap, things are going to heat up as they head down the back chute. Lindquist 3, 5E Matt Halls. It is now over. Out of the final quarter, here they come to battle to the checkered flags. Doubles in the hand, they're waiting. Who is it? It's Brandon Lindquist in 3. Just barely ahead of Matt Halls in 5E. Third place we go to Kyle Fell in 00. And fourth will be 0-0. Get him out of the car for the trophy presentation in Victory Lane. JC Norgard on hand with JC Norgard Photography doing the honors in Victory Lane tonight. We'll get Brandon Lindquist out of the car for the trophy presentation on night number 1 of Harvest Cup, the 6th edition, presented by Ray's Auto Body, D&N Trucking, Northern Maintenance, Free Exteriors, Wagaman Brothers Racing Engines, and Natco Transmissions. The helmet comes off. We're getting ready to get your winner out of the race car in the Mod 4 division tonight with a great battle for 15 laps. Street Stocks coming up next. Street Stocks getting ready to head out of the staging area for 20 laps. As your winner gets ready to head out of the race car, fans will give you a chance to make some noise and warm up your hands, because here comes your winner tonight in car 3. Let's hear it for Brandon Lindquist.
From the fans out there, and we are set to go racing tonight at Ogilvie. A great night to be here. Race fans, we're glad you're here tonight to spend your Saturday evening with us for the final night of Harvest Cup number 6, and we are green flag. Racing. Your early race leader, Fell. We're defending WISSOTA national champion in the Mod 4s, also the 2014 track champion. That is hot on the charge, about 5 car lengths behind in the 5E. Back to the M8, that Jerry Motor in the top 4. All of these cars making it to the feature event in the Mod 4s this evening. And only heat race for the Mod 4s as they work their way down the back strip. This is 8 laps in distance. We'll be looking for things to go halfway, not quite yet. We're just about there as Kyle Fell continues to navigate around Ogilvie Raceway. The leader started on the pole, has never looked back to this point. Separates him and Halls in 5E. Another 12 back to the 21 car of Chad Front, the best race on the track right now. You see 23 Rodiger going to work on N88. That's Jerry Noter in turn number 4. Flags are crossed. You see them, fans, yellow and green. We're halfway. At those halfway markers, it's all Kyle Fell, followed by 5 in that 2 spot. 21, Chad Front in a solid 3rd. 23, Rodiger has won the battle for that 4th position. 3, Brandon Lindquist has moved forward, also now in the top 5. 3 plus 5 by N88 in that order. The laps going by, Gilliard in 32, and then 101 of Rebar. Flying green out, we see it right now, so this Kyle Fell. He's got the 2 to go. Liz King last remaining. As we saw last night, some of them not taken care of till they got right to the stand. 1 to go. You see the white flag up in the air. Kyle Fell takes it. He's got 3 so a mile left. Coming up next, the first of 2 for WISSOTA Street Stocks. They sit in the staging area right now as Kyle Fell works his way around the track one final time. Entering turn number 4, he's going to see the checkers in hand. Brian Riedemann on the stand getting ready to give it to him. And Kyle Fell takes the win. Chasing Kyle to the checkers, 5E Matt Halls, 21 Chad Front in 3rd. And in N88, the 4th row, it's Ross Mead from Princeton in 9, Dwight Gilliard from St. Cloud in 32, and at the tail this evening, out of Zimmerman, Mitchell Rebar in 101, and we are ready to go. Green flag. Matt Halls 5E, Kyle Fell 00, and green is out. flag out. We're racing. The front row still intact as they enter turn number 4. It's Hall's 5E. 00 Kyle Fell. He'll be second at the stand at the end of the line. 21 Chad Funt in third. 3 Brandon Lindquist in the fourth spot. Lindquist winning last night in the 3 car. Out front, the 5E car in our Mod 4 feature this evening for WISSOTA Mod 4s. Hall's got the lead, about 6 car lengths separates him and Kyle Fell in 00. Back to the 21 car, Chad Funt, about 15 cars to the trail end of Fell's 00 car, who's second. Fourth, the 3 car of Lindquist. 5th, Ross Mead in 9. 23, Rodiger is next. 101, Rebars moved up a couple of spots. 32, Gilliard and Noner in car and 88. As the laps keep going by one at a time. 5E, Matt Halls is starting to stretch the front spot out. Halls has the 5E car dialed in tonight in the main event. It's 12 laps in distance for the WISSOTA Mod 4s. Hall's 5E out front. The 00 car of Kyle Fell going by the stand in second. 21 Chad Funt, 3 Lindquist, and 9 Ross Mead in the top 5. Main event time tonight on Harvest Cup number 6, the second and final night in our race event this weekend. We're going cross flags. You see it right now. 6 down and 6 to go. Halls with a solid lead at the halfway markers brings the 5E past the stand. Almost a full straightaway. You see the advantage he's got over Kyle Fell. Fell to WISSOTA, defending national champion in 00, runs second. Third, Chad Funt coming right next to him. Here comes Lindquist in 3. They're battling for positions 3 and 4 on this track. One of the best battles out there right now as we go well past the halfway markers in tonight's Mod 4 WISSOTA main event. 9 Ross Mead, Rodiger 23 trailing right behind him, a couple of car lengths as they go after positions 5 and 6 on tonight's main event. Your leader goes on by the stand, 5E, Matt Halls. Halls with a commanding lead. Your pole steer broke it out right from the get-go in tonight's 12-lap main feature for the Mod 4s. They're rolling on by the stand, sees the flying green flag out. Right now, Halls with 2 to go. Halls on the final 2 laps in the Mod 4 feature brings it into turn 3. Kyle Fell in the 00 car in that runner-up position. Quite a few car lengths the deficit with 1 to go. The white flag up. We've got 1 lap remaining for Halls. Halls with a solid lead on the final circuit this evening in the Mod 4s. Out of the 4th corner, here comes your leader from pole position. Double checkers up. They'll fly for Matt Halls in 5E. 00 Kyle Fell finishes a strong runner-up. Third goes to the 3 car of Brandon Lindquist, and rounding out the top 4, 21 Chad Funt finishes in 4th. So there goes your race winner, blazing it on by the 5E car. Matt.
Taking the photos down trackside tonight is JC Norgard with JNP, JC Norgard.
Photography. Halls the winner tonight in a Mod 4 feature. Street Stocks coming up next. Lots of great racing action yet tonight on the program. The final night of the Harvest Cup number 6 presented by Ray's Auto Body, D&N Trucking, Northern Maintenance Free Exteriors, Wagaman Brothers Racing Engines, and Natco Transmission. The wheel comes out on top of the race car, and Halls gets ready to exit. Race fans, let's hear it for your winner tonight, Matt Halls in 5E.